Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 20 in the ESV for June 20th, 2023. Wine is a mocker, strong drink a brawler, and whoever is led astray by it is not wise. The terror of a king is like the growling of a lion. Whoever provokes him to anger forfeits his life. It's an honor for man to keep aloof from strife, but every fool will be quarreling. The sluggard does not plow in the autumn. He will seek at harvest and have nothing. The purpose in a man's heart is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Many a man proclaims his own steadfast love, but a faithful man who can find? The righteous who walks in his integrity, blessed are his children after him. A king who sits on the throne of his judgment winnows all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I've made my heart pure, and I'm clean from my sin? Unequal weights and unequal measures are both alike an abomination to the Lord. Even a child makes himself known by his acts, whether his conduct is pure and upright. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord's made them both. Love not sleep, lest you come to poverty. Open your eyes, and you'll have plenty of bread. Bad, bad, says the buyer, but when he goes away, then he boasts. There's gold and an abundance of costly stones, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Take a man's garment when he's put up security for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he puts up security for foreigners. Bread gained by deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth will be full of gravel. Plans are established by counsel, by wise guidance wage war. Whoever goes about slandering reveals secrets, therefore do not associate it with simple babbler. If one curses his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in utter darkness. An inheritance gained hastily in the beginning will not be blessed in the end. Do not say, I will repay evil. Wait for the Lord, and he will deliver you. Unequal weights are an abomination to the Lord, and false scales are not good. A man's steps are from the Lord. How then can man understand his way? It is a snare to say rashly, it is holy, and to reflect only after making vows. A wise king winnows the wicked and drives the wheel over them. The spirit of man is the lamp of the Lord, searching all his innermost parts. Steadfast love and faithfulness preserve the king, and by steadfast love his throne is upheld. The glory of young men is their strength, but the splendor of old men is their gray hair. Blows that wound cleanse away evil. Strokes make clean the innermost parts. Looks like the sky's about to open up. So, packed, drove 820 something miles overnight, unpacked, got the food from the farm. Oh, continue unpacking to make dinner, scratch my eye or something. Poison ivy raging. So, that's super fun. But made it safe. House is good. Everything under control. Animals lived. I think there was some miscommunication on the care of the animals, but everybody's all right. It's an honor for a man to keep aloof from strife, but every fool will be quarreling. I love that one. That's people wanting to hear themselves talk, a fool wanting to be right in his own way. So everybody's going back and forth, and everybody's got to be right and have their right. But just stay out of it. It's not directly your business. And you don't need to have the last word. You don't need to appear wise. You don't need to correct anybody. Just stay away from it. The sluggard does not plow in autumn. He'll seek at harvest and have nothing. Well, plowing aside, does this count for planning and executing? You know what I mean? No-till practices. I think the concept is the same. If you're not preparing ahead of time, making a plan, executing the plan, you're not going to have anything to show for thinking about it, right? If you don't tend your garden, if you don't water it, if you don't weed it, if you don't monitor it, you're not going to have anything at the end. So speaking of that, all the plants are doing well. I'm going to go scatter some bean seeds and just go nuts because I expect some more rain tonight. So Let's ride it, you know? Many man proclaims his own steadfast love, but a faithful man who can find. Don't just tell people what you're going to do. Just like I said, I think it was yesterday, don't let your mouth write checks that your butt can't cash, right? So anybody can say that, they're going to be there when it counts and they're going to do the right thing. But the people who actually do it, those are the rare ones, right? And we know when we see it. Even a child makes himself known by his acts, whether his conduct is pure and upright. People are watching you. People are watching me all the time. They're listening, which, Lord help me, because I'm constantly trying to work on my mouth. And, you can hide lots of yourself some of the time, right? But you can't always hide all of yourself. In The Secret Life, they talk about like taking your resources away and taking like your mental energy and your resources and wearing you down to see who you are at the end, who you really are, and how you can perform. So, given enough pressure, everybody starts kind of showing themselves. And I think that you subconsciously show yourself, when people are watching and you're not thinking about it and you don't know you're being watched. Do not say, I will repay evil. Wait for the Lord, he'll deliver you. Just talked about this too. That's what we want to do, right? We want to go out there and fix it ourselves and be Rambo. But the Lord's keeping record, and he'll repay, and he'll give us justice. I mean, unequal weights and measures are an abomination to the Lord. Well, then how much more does he value his own justice and metering out? The glory of young men is their strength. Don't got that no more. The splendor of old man is their gray hair. I don't got that yet either. But trying to live a righteous life so that I can get to the end. Sorry, seeing giant birds go across. I'm like, oh, it's the vultures or a hawk. No, it's the massive blue jays that are fighting for turf in the yard. But I like to see them with such smart animals like corvids, like blue crows essentially. And has like the mocking ability, like a mockingbird. And just super neat to watch. I actually saw a blue jay mimic a crow or a hawk call one time on a walk with a friend. So, blows that wound cleanse away evil, and strokes make clean the inmost parts. Sometimes you got to hear hard truths. People got to deal with you harshly to break through. Not always, but somebody that cares about you will. Still trying to deal with you gently but effectively, right? All right. I realized I haven't uploaded a daily verse in like 4 or 5 days. I've recorded them, but I don't know the last one that actually got uploaded, and I'm still getting stuff out of order. Whatever. So let's go record that. Let me get my cold vegetables in the house, dinner going, and play in the yard with the boys, because everybody's been cooped up for all night and all day. So I hope you had a good Monday. If you got caught in that monsoon that I drove through, or the other side of the country that's getting one, stay safe out there. Go with God. Be blessed.